Alright, so the first problem I ran into after I rendered is not atypical, unfortunately. You run into a discrepancy between what the batch render is giving you. This is what I got from batch rendering. This is the exact same file, and it has nothing to do with the format. It has to do, this was rendered using render current frame, and this is rendered using the batch render. So when I brought my sequence in to After Effects, I have now 600 frames. Now, as I advised y'all, it would have been a great idea for me to render, let's say, 10 of these, maybe in the middle of the sequence somewhere, and see what the color looks like, but I didn't do that. And now I really don't want to go back through the render farm and try to render 600 frames again. But I can make some adjustments in After Effects to let me get it closer to what I really want. So I need to select the layer, make it active, so you can see how the color brightens and I get dots here. And then under the effects and presets, I can actually search for levels. There's so many different effects and presets that it's really quite cumbersome to try to find anything, but if you know what you're looking for, it helps. So levels is the same function that you're used to in Photoshop. And when I go under color correction, there's the levels I want. If I double click, now I have this histogram that you're familiar with, and I can adjust my middle value. I notice there's no black because you can see there's nothing there, so I can go there, come back, there's no really white, there's no information above there. If I click, I can see where my color is, and I can just adjust that middle mostly till I get what I want. So see, that's a lot closer to what I thought I was getting when I rendered, or at least closer to what I got when I rendered out of the render current frame. Okay, so let's live with that. So now the entire sequence is back to what it should be.